Oh man, this is my favorite TV show. I love this shit. Oh hey, it's you guys. How's it been going? I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff. Got kidnapped for a little bit. It's all good now. You know, it has been a minute since I've created something. Since I've made a video. I apologize. But what a great return than now, since it's October, the Halloween season. And I figure I'd do the trend of talking about my childhood trauma, all the things that spooked me as when I was a youngin. So let's go do that. I'm gonna go talk about that now, I guess. So when it comes to my childhood trauma, I actually don't have that much. I guess you could consider me a mentally tough kid or something, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I watched a lot of Supernatural as a kid, like, basically since it aired. So, like, 4-year-old me watching Supernatural with his dad and sister. Great time. So yeah, that did actually probably have a lot to do with me not being scared of a lot of things, because anytime I'd watch a movie or hear a noise, I just go, well, holy water, shotgun, salt, that's fine, I got this. I can handle it. However, there was one episode of Supernatural that did affect me quite a lot. And it wasn't a Wendigo, ghost, demon, or anything else. It was just a fucking person living in their house. And that was the scariest fucking thing to 5-year-old me, whenever that episode played. I don't remember. I'd have to look up that episode, actually. But there is another thing to scare me. Way more than that. In fact, it affected my life from, whenever episode that aired, and whenever I watched the episode to basically middle school, I had a fear of zombies. And you may be thinking, what zombie movie scared you? Was it Night of the Living Dead, Shaun of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead? No, it was a zombie episode from 16. Yeah, if you watched that episode, you're a G. If you know what 16 is, you're awesome. I don't know if I've met many people who know what that show is. It's like talking about Reaper, another great show that I'm convinced my family was the only one who watched Reaper growing up. And I feel that same way with 16. I've not met another person who watched that show. Or the surfing one. I forgot what that was called right now. But the surfing one was also pretty fun. But I just don't know many people who watch those two shows on Cartoon Network like I did. I'm going on a tangent here. Let me go back to 16 in the zombie episode and the reason why that scared me. The reason why that terrified me so much as a kid is because that was my first introduction, I think, to, hey, all of the main characters that you've been watching for like an hour, dead, no one survives. Spoilers for like 20-year-old shows, sure, I don't care. Watch it. You can find them somewhere probably. I think Tubi had the 16 zombie episode at the very least, and then Netflix has Supernatural. So, but that 16 zombie special was terrifying because, again, as I mentioned, everyone just dies and horrible. But that episode made me really like overthink the process of zombification. Like, I was curious, if zombies were real, do you get to keep any of your humanity left? Like, is it Marvel Zombies where you're, like, there, but you're just so hungry that you can't control your starvation, and so you're eating them? You're eating people? Like, you're aware of it? Or is it you just died, and now are a zombie, and your body's just roaming the earth? That one I'm more okay with than the Marvel Zombies situation where it's just, I have full thoughts and control over what I'm doing. I just can't stop this hunger. That sounds like a horrible existence that I don't want, you know? So yeah, 16, it really made me overthink zombies. Like, to a point where I would be in public or in school, and I'd just be like, if a zombie attacked me right now, what's the best move? I grab the American flag, and I just spear a zombie, and I go out that window. That was legitimate, a plan I had made in the 7th grade. I remember it vividly, of sitting in a classroom, looking at the American flag and going, yeah, if a zombie walked in here, I'd have to grab that and kill it and then jump out that window just to escape. And I wouldn't have said a word to any of the other students. That's the thing. I would have just done that and left. Yeah, zombies were arguably my biggest fear as a kid. I just thought, for whatever reason, that zombies were going to be a much bigger problem in life than they actually are. Because, like, you know, there's the classic scary maze games with the Exorcist face.
They get so narrow at the bottom.
But, like, besides the jump scare, no, those never scared me. Like, it's just a face. I have a very vivid memory of being at one of my sister's friend's house, because her parents watched us when we were kids. And I think it was MySpace. I think we were on MySpace at the time. What a throwback that is, huh? Oh, man, I got flashbacks with MySpace, man. I kind of miss MySpace. Tom, how you doing? You doing good, Tom? Still keeping MySpace alive? I hope you are. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying is, like, I have a very distinct memory of being at my sister's friend's house. And we were on MySpace, and it was just this picture of a wooden chair, and it would, like, creak sometimes. And then it popped up with the Exorcist face, and it's like, what was that? What was the point of that? Why did you show me this creepy ass rocking chair just for a cheap jump scare? I hate you now. Whoever did that, fuck you. Well, I would think about that sometimes. I think about that rocking chair and the Exorcist face. I did do the Scary Maze game, like, once or twice. The rocking chair is more vivid to me than that fucking game. Yeah, I mean, like, aside from all of that, we were just, I think that's it. That's all my childhood drama. It was just, like, a couple scary rooms in my grandma's house where it was just, like, you know, creepy at night, but, like, I never got the sense that it was haunted, unlike my cousins and my sister. They thought the place was haunted. I was always just like, I didn't think we were supposed to go in those rooms for whatever reason. That's kind of funny. Thinking back on it, like, they were like, oh god, this place is haunted. I'm just like, oh, I thought we weren't allowed in there. You guys are weird for thinking this is haunted. I mean, I'm creeped out a little, but, like, haunted, that's a stretch. I was always the skeptic of the family, I suppose. You know, the one who says, oh, that's not a demon, that's just a fucking air conditioner. However, I will say, Halloween and spooky season and horror are definitely all my favorite things, even though they don't scare me like I wish they would. I do wish I could get genuinely terrified. The last thing to do that to me was Skinamarink. Love that movie. That movie is such an experience. Which, if you hate it, understandable. I can't judge you for hating it. That's just an experience of a movie, you know? But yeah, that's like the last time I got, like, genuinely terrified was watching Skinamarink. And, you know, I just wish I could get scared more often, but it doesn't happen. I'm built different, I suppose. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Somewhat nice talking chill video where we just kind of get to hang out and I tell you things. Rather than my, oh, here's a movie or a weird cryptid I found. Let me explain it to you. Nah, this is me telling you about myself. About my, how not scared of things I was as a child, I guess. Because, again, there wasn't really... Zombies were the biggest thing for me. If I'm being honest, zombies. Zombies were my biggest fear as a kid. Just because of 16. But then, not much spooked me. You'd think I could have gotten scared of the giant spider in Harry Potter. No. I didn't like him. That's for sure, but he didn't scare me. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go edit it now. You can let me know what you thought. I hope you guys have a great spooky season of Happy Halloween. And I'll catch you in the next video.